Hey guys, what's up? CPP Coding here today to teach you the increment and decrement operators in C++. Okay guys, welcome back to this series of tutorials in C++ coding. Today I'm going to teach you the increment and decrement operators in C++. But first of all, I've got to apologize for not putting out a video last week. I was a bit down in health and I'm really sorry for that. Now, the increment and decrement operator in C++ plays a role in graphics designing, and graphics plays a big role in video game programming. So we could say that the increment and decrement operators plays a big role in video game programming as well. So yeah, you guys are probably thinking, what are you talking about with graphics design and all? Well, I want to show you guys a little code I put together right here to demonstrate what the increment and decrement operators can do in C++. So this is my graphics, and I use the increment and decrement operator to make them move on my controller. Right there, you can see that they move when I'm controlling them to move. So let's get back to dev C++. So I really hope that the graphics you saw on the screen really made you want to learn more about the decrement operator and the increment operator. Therefore, let's get started on today's lesson. So first of all, what does the increment and decrement operator do? Well, the increment and decrement operator increases the value of a variable, usually assigned numbers, by 1, not 2, but 1. Well, secondly, we want to know what their symbols are. What are their symbols? Now, the increment and decrement operators have their own symbols, just like the cout and cin, as the arithmetic operators we've gone through recently. They have their own signs as plus plus for the increment and minus minus for decrement. You should see the image on the screen right there. Now we're going to rush onto a new source file and program something, okay? New source file. You probably know how to do all of this. Source file, yes. Okay, so we're on to a new source file now. Let's program some. So we're going to write a code to increment x, and we're going to write a code to also decrement x. Okay, so let's get to it. So we have to start with our include IO stream. So we normally include this using namespace std. So I pretty much explained all of this in the first video. Int main, and you can you'll see the first video just there on the screen to appear somewhere at the end of the video. Okay, so don't worry, we'll get there. And now we said we're going to increment x and also decrement x. So let's define x, int x and y. Yeah, and then we come down here and say maybe x is equal to 9 and y is equal to x plus plus. X plus plus. So what this should do is it should increment x. Should increment x immediately. So we're going to write cout x. X. So what we did here was just to kind of increment x by 1. Remember, I said it's increased by 1, not 2 but 1. So if we run this code now, we have to save it, and we're going to save it in our usual place, desktop, C++ tutorials. Yeah, we're going to save it here. We're going to call this one lesson 8. Okay, lesson 8, because it's lesson 8. So save. So now we have run it, and see right there that the value of x was increased to 10, and it will be decreased to 8 if we use the decrement operator. So let's see how that works. Decrement operator, put that as minus minus, and then it should decrease to 8 because x is 9 right here. So F11 to run, to compile and run. So, and here it was decreased to 8. Now these symbols we used right here can be interchanged. Their positions can be changed. They can be used as postfixes or prefixes. Now, either way, all increment the variable, but there's a slight difference in the way they do this. Okay, there's a slight difference in the way they do this, so you want to learn about this now. So I want you to do something. Click on the video right here on the screen to know just how they work, and then I'll see you right over there in that video.